He was leisurely talking about it, and it's a long time. I was born in 1936, and I was thinking about it quite a bit when I talked about this, and I thought, okay, I remember when I went to work at the Los Angeles Times, I'd already had some history. I'd done Ramparts, I'd also done work for Playboy and Esquire, and New Times, and lots of others, and I wrote for a lot of people. In fact, I was regularly denounced in the LA Times when I ran for Congress. God, they did a hatchet job on me. But somehow after my Jimmy Carter interview, I had enough celebrity or something, or pizzazz, and they wanted me to go work there. And I remember, I've never had any question that I bring a lot of attitude and so forth, but I did spend, 4 years or something in graduate school, and, I consider myself something of an intellectual, and I do think facts and logic matter, and you should document, and, the old I.F. Stone tradition of leftist journalism, you better know what you're talking about, and Murray Kempton, or, it's a whole tradition of really great journalism, of people who were informed and respected truth and logic, and so forth. So I like to think I was out of that tradition, but I had no doubt that I brought attitude and experience and so forth. And I remember my first time, and my future wife then was not quite as powerful. She then became the associate editor. And by the way, any of you have arguments with the mainstream media, don't take it up with me, take it up with her. I brought her to deflect such criticism. But I remember going across the street. I don't know if you ever saw the old Lou Grant show, but much of the action took place at a bar called the Redwood, and actually the top editor had a phone there, a red phone, and calls would come, and you could run the paper from the bar. And I remember the first time I went over this, in fact, it's the only place, and we had a great editor, Bill Thomas, a really terrific editor. I never would put him down in any respect, a marvelous person, and he's the one who educated Otis Chandler more than anyone, and he made the LA Times a really good paper. And yet, Bill Thomas would never talk to me if I wasn't getting drunk at the Redwood. And after one terrible bout with him, where I couldn't remember a word, I decided not to drink, give up alcohol, and he would meet with me again. So that was the way it worked. And it was all around this bar, the Redwood. And what hit me, because I knew, hey, I ran for Congress, and I did Ramparts, and everybody knew I was this kind of lefty guy, and I've always been this lefty, even though many of the people I know on the left deny that. I'm now denounced in the Nation, where I'm a contributing editor routinely because I dared have some kind things to say about Ron Paul. Oh my God, I'm responsible for every problem in the society, yet I had this mantle or something. I'm part of this thing. I'm not ashamed of it. And so I remember going to the Redwood, and I think I didn't was that close to Narda, but I remember asking him, I said, God damn it. I thought I was the one that would have preconceived ideas. You go in that bar, and within a half hour, you realize you're with the most opinionated people in the world. In the world, about everything. Particularly the sports writers. They had everything, figured out. But everyone, everyone knew how the school system should work, and what the police should do, and how the Federal Reserve should work. And you couldn't have, by the third drink, they should be running the country. And so this whole notion that somehow they were just a clean slate, just give me the facts and let me figure it out, was nonsense. To the degree it was clean, it was only a matter of ignorance. You were dropped into a country where you didn't know the language and the history and so forth, and you tried to become an expert in 48 hours. Something of a clean slate, but basically ignorance.